how
Bradley, how
much
things
different
going
is this?
so far?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, how much different does this feel from a year ago? Having all the time to get acclimated, and how do you feel like your camp's going?
It's a lot better than last year. Last year was kind of at the last minute right before the season, and a lot of catching up to do. This year I feel more comfortable. Know the defense now. It's just about being more comfortable, really, and the terminology and the calls and being confident in the calls and knowing my stuff and just being confident in that. It's a lot easier this year.
How chaotic was that for you, Bradley? I mean, did you kind of feel like you were swimming all year? Or?
Yeah, I feel like I was swimming all year, and kudos to the other guys. They helped me a lot throughout the season. The coaches helped me a lot just to stay up and not be too far behind the other guys when it comes to just knowing what to do when we're out there.
Bradley, are you confident right now that comfort level? And Coach Allen was talking about that you could, in a real game, you could play inside or outside and play at a high level.
Definitely. Yep. That's what I do.
Just what's it like being part of this group with so many talented guys, just competing on the field and then just behind the scenes too?
I love it. I love it because it's going to get the best out of everyone. And I was telling Adebo just a few minutes ago, this reminds me of that Denver team, that Super Bowl 50, that secondary that we were great and we had depth. And this secondary reminds me of that. And I really want to have the expectations as that as well. Our expectation is to be one of the best secondary, if not the best secondary. We've already stated that, and we want to work to that every day. And we believe we are so talented, why would we not be? So that's our goal, and that's what we're working towards.
How do you maintain that perspective without jealousy or anything creeping in over roles or snaps or anything like that?
It's just a good group of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be different if I was younger, if I was like my second or third year. This is my 9th year coming up. I've seen a lot, played a lot, and and it's hard to not have that, but at the same time, I think that's what fuels us all getting better because we're all competing against each other as well, against the other team and the other receivers and stuff like that. So I think no matter what, jealousy or not, if you have that or not, it's going to make you better because if you're jealous, you're going to try harder, right? So it doesn't matter and it's a great group of guys. Nobody's hating on one another. That's what I love about it, and that's why it reminds me of that Denver team because we were so close and we were friends. And even on that team, Talib and Chris competed every day. They try to be better than one another, and that's why I push each other to try to be better. If Marshawn makes a play, I'm trying to make a play. If Debo makes a play, I'm trying to make a play. If I make a play, they're trying to make a play. And just collectively doing that over and over every day, the results will show.
That kind of happened today. You and Adebo had back-to-back interceptions and one-on-ones. What are your thoughts on him, watching him as a young player developing in the NFL so far?
Great, man. He's doing his thing. He works hard. He's humble. He listens. He wants to learn, and he wants to play at a high level. And he believes he should be out there. It's not like a young guy that's just all lost. He's doing his thing, and he believes he should be out there. And I love what he brings to the game, and just love having him on the team. And I love having him pushing me. It's great for me too, just to have a guy like that, always working every day. I gotta always work every day too, because just to be a leader and just to compete.
Bradley, where are you all at kind of in the process of incorporating some new players, getting all the communication down and comfort level, just kind of being on the field with Marcus May, Tyron Matthew?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. It's only like the 7th or 8th practice. It's early still. Ty just got here, so trying to get him up to speed, trying to get Marcus up to speed. And I think they're doing a great job of that. They're doing extra study with the coaches. May's getting extra reps when he didn't have to, just because he wants to be caught up. And that's the thing. We all want to be on that level. We all want to be playing at that top level. So I think it's great that we have those guys, and it's just a blessing to have so many great players in the room.
Obviously, you didn't get to go against Jameis in camp last year. What has been kind of your impression of him through this last week and a half?
I think that he recovered good from his knee. I think no one's talking about his knee or anything like that. I think he's getting out there. He's making the reads. He's making the passes, and I don't think I have an interception on him yet. So he's doing a good thing. He's doing a good job. So I think he's been a leader. I see him out there commanding the huddle. He's motivating the guys, I think he's doing what he's supposed to do as a quarterback. Don't turn the ball over. He's attacking us deep when we mess up, and I think he's doing his thing.
How much has his receiving room improved from last year?
I think the receiver room is tough. I told the guys on the DB room, I said, that's another great room over there. So, it's going to get us ready for the season. And if we think we're the best, we have to be better than them every day. And I think that we're competing every day like that. Even if you watch one-on-ones, we really trying to beat them, because we know they have great players. And they're doing a good thing. They're deep. They all bring something different. And I think it's going to help us throughout the season.
What are some of the things that make Jarvis Landry a good route runner?
He's experienced. He knows how to adapt. If I do one thing, one play, he's going to change it up. That's all football is, really. He has great hands, leader, tough, great receiver.
You say that's all football is. Like, why do you think some guys are better at adapting than maybe others and making those changes?
It's mental toughness, really, and knowing what to do, so having experience. And then mental toughness, some guys might drop a ball, get down on himself. Somebody might get beat for a touchdown, get down on himself, and it can't be the same player that he was in the first quarter when everyone was all hyped. And the guys that can forget the next play, and good or bad, just keep going and keep adapting and keep staying in the game, staying focused. Those are the guys that play the best.
I know it's something you mentioned about building a relationship with Tyrann Mathieu and Marcus May as kind of new additions to the team. How important is building that relationship, and do you feel like Tyrann specifically is like the cherry on top of what can be the best defense?
It's everything in defensive backfield. That communication between corners and safeties, nickels and safeties, nickels and corners, and linebackers and everyone. That communication is big, and that's everything really. We all have to be thinking the same thing. Mine on the one string, one band, one sound. And like you said, I think he is a cherry on top. From we've all seen, he makes a lot of plays. One of the top safeties in the league. So anytime you add a guy like that, who's also a good leader, he can't do nothing but help. So I think it's going to be a great addition this year.
You mentioned the communication between corner safeties, but you also throw like nickel safeties, nickels corners in there. It's kind of a big question. I'm sorry, but we used to just say corners and safeties.
Yeah.
Now we're specifically talking about nickel corners, slot corners. What do you feel about the kind of evolution of the importance of that position over time?
I think it's big. It's a big position. And I think a guy I played with previously, Chris Harris, was one of the first guys. I mean, I know Rondé Barber back in the day. He did his thing there. But Chris Harris was really one of the first guys that I saw that really dominated at that nickel and really showed how much it meant to the game. Because at the end of the day, it's another linebacker. But the nickel has to be able to blitz, to cover, to fit the run, everything, really. So that's another key part of the secondary of the defense is that guy right there in the middle, because he has to be able to relay the calls and go run with the motions and everything like that. So it's a lot of dirty work inside.
Thanks,
Cool.
Thank you.
One man,